Chapter 37. And Jacob dwelt in the land of Chanaan, wherein his father sojourned, and these are his generations. Joseph, when he was 16 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, being but a boy, and he was with the sons of Bala and of Zelpha, his father's wives, and he accused his brethren to his father of a most wicked crime. Now Israel loved Joseph above all his sons, because he had him in his old age. And he made him a coat of diverse colors. And his brethren, seeing that he was loved by his father more than all his sons, hated him, and could not speak peaceably to him. Now it fell out also that he told his brethren a dream that he had dreamed, which occasioned them to hate him the more. And he said to them, Hear my dream which I dreamed. I thought we were binding sheaves in the field, and my sheaf arose, as it were, and stood. And your sheaves, standing about, bowed down before my sheaf. His brethren answered, Shalt thou be our king, or shall we be subject to thy dominion? Therefore this matter of his dreams and words ministered nourishment to their envy and hatred. He dreamed also another dream, which he told his brethren, saying, I saw in a dream, as it were, the sun and the moon and 11 stars worshiping me. And when he had told this to his father and brethren, his father rebuked him and said, What meaneth this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren worship thee upon the earth? His brethren therefore envied him, but his father considered the thing with himself. And when his brethren abode in Shechem, feeding their father's flocks, Israel said to him, Thy brethren feed the sheep in Shechem. Come, I will send thee to them. And when he answered, I am ready, he said to him, Go and see if all things will be well with thy brethren and the cattle, and bring me word again what is doing. So being sent from the vale of Hebron, he came to Shechem. And a man found him there wandering in the field, and asked what he sought. But he answered, I seek my brethren. Tell me where they feed the flocks. And the man said to him, They are departed from this place, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went forward after his brethren, and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, before he came nigh them, they thought to kill him, and said one to another, Behold, the dreamer cometh. Come, let us kill him, and cast him into some old pit. And we will say, Some evil beast hath devoured him. And then it shall appear what his dreams avail him. And Reuben, hearing this, endeavored to deliver him out of their hands, and said, Do not take away his life, nor shed his blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and keep your hands harmless. Now he said this, being desirous to deliver him out of their hands, and to restore him to his father. And as soon as he came to his brethren, they forthwith stripped him of his outside coat, and that was of diverse colors, and cast him into an old pit where there was no water. And sitting down to eat bread, they saw some Ishmaelites on their way coming from Gilead with their camels, carrying spices and balm and myrrh to Egypt. And Judah said to his brethren, What will it profit us to kill our brother and conceal his blood? It is better that he be sold to the Ishmaelites, and that our hands be not defiled, for he is our brother in our flesh. His brethren agreed to his words. And when the Midianite merchants passed by, they drew him out of the pit, and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they led him into Egypt. And Reuben, returning to the pit, found not the boy. And rending his garments, he went to his brethren and said, The boy doth not appear, and whither shall I go? And they took his coat and dipped it in the blood of a kid which they had killed, sending some to carry it to their father, and to say, This we have found, see whether it be thy son's coat or not. And the father, acknowledging it, said, It is my son's coat. An evil wild beast hath eaten him. A beast hath devoured Joseph. And tearing his garments, he put on sackcloth, mourning for his son a long time. And all his children, being gathered together to comfort their father in his sorrow, he would not receive comfort, but said, I will go down to my son into hell, mourning. And whilst he continued weeping, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar, an eunuch of Pharaoh, captain of the soldiers.